What's up, you guys? In this video, I'm going to be building a custom exhaust system for my MR2. Right here behind me, I have a 3-inch Magnaflow muffler and 2 catalytic converters. If you haven't seen my last video on the MR2, I did mention that this thing was missing some catalytic converters and had some crappy exhaust work done. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in and get this all changed up into the new setup. I really love the sound of this dual exhaust. This thing sounds pretty nice. Unfortunately, with this car needing 2 catalytic converters, it will not work with this exhaust setup. So here's how the exhaust system is set up right now. So these are some aftermarket headers. Goes down, and there's no catalytic converter here. And here's where the benefits stop. Comes to here, goes here, and then look at this. Oh my God. Comes up. It goes into here. But what? It's blocked off on the top, so that is straight up an air restriction. This thing doesn't flow as well as it could. So the first catalytic converter is gonna be fine because it'll be right after the collector. I'll just find a way to make it fit over there. But here's my other issue. If I want to keep this muffler here, I need to have the catalytic converter right there. But the problem is that's right under the engine oil pan and also under the CV boot. So those will cook up, and there's not really enough room to put it here. So I really have no choice but to ditch this exhaust setup and go with the single exit. However, I am gonna hold on to this muffler. I am gonna fix that ugly setup they have going on there. I'm gonna save it for when I do the engine swap one day, but that is sometime far in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by removing this current setup. All right, so here's a better look of these parts out of the car. Dude, this is straight up embarrassing. And then this is a straight up restriction because the flow of these mufflers is supposed to go into here and flow out this way. But they blocked it off, put a pipe here, and now it flows, hits the back of here, and flows that. So I'm definitely gonna be cutting these off here and putting new piping where it comes out straight back here. That way it has a nice even flow to both sides. But of course, that'll be sometime in the future. I have to put a different setup in the car. So here's what I have. Came out of here, unbolted it, had to cut it over here as you saw. And now we have all this real estate here. So basically how I'm gonna have it go is from that pipe, go up the same way. It's gonna bend a 90 degree this way. Have the last catalytic converter here, make a U, and then the muffler here. And then out of the muffler to the side of the car. As for the pre-cat, I think I'm gonna cut it right at the collector. There may be enough room to fit this new catalytic converter here and then still have this bend here to come out this spot and then to the back. So I have most of my parts here. I have my muffler, I have one of the catalytic converters, and I have some piping. And this is what the piping used to look like before I cut it up. But this is pretty much how the setup is gonna look like. There will be some spots that I need to make modifications to. I may need to cut this shorter. And for the pipe that goes here, I need to cut it there and there, flip it around and make it an S shape, like how I said earlier, so that way it fits over the cross member. But that's basically it. It's gonna be a single exit. And this is what it looks like mocked up. And this does not look too bad. I kind of like the way this looks. All right, I have to interrupt this video because I got me a new part. Well, it's not necessarily new, but it's a part I've been wanting. This is sweet. So this is the side cover that I need for my car because, as you guys can see, I have this really ugly scoop. I've always hated this, so I'm gonna swap this out like this. And this looks so much better already. Now back to where we were. This exhaust is coming together very well, and it is going pretty much exactly how I wanted it. So there are a few spots that I still need welded, like right there, and some of the tack welds further down. And also I got some exhaust hangers, so that way the whole exhaust could be fully supported. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up. Now this is the complete exhaust system for the MR2. And Andrew, my brother, did a killer job with these freaking welds. Check this out too. And he plugged it up with the plug that came with this. So that was perfect. Now before I install this into the car, I am gonna paint it with some clear exhaust paint, because as you can see, since this is mild steel, it's gonna rust. So I don't want that to happen. I want to preserve this look under the car. So I'm gonna give these a couple of coats and I'm gonna go ahead and install it. And that is the whole exhaust system fully mounted. And man, I really like how this came out. Now we got to hear this thing. As you guys can hear, this thing sounds so good. And what I like about it is that it's not loud and obnoxious, it has a nice deep tone. So now all that's left to do is to take this to smog, so I'll be right back. And just like that, it passed on the first try. Now before I end off this video, check out these clips of the result. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and feel free to comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.